everyone. What is up? Happy New Year to everybody. Shout out to Dan Iacovelli. He's one of our lifetime members. Worminator, Krell, Clovershroom, The Real Hammer, Billy Lee, Jimbo Slice in the stream chat, Bad News to Cruz, Undead. Todd, what is up, man? Ballard and Slumbers and Jet Cogs, Dubs Club, what is up? Cracker Jack, King, he's here. He's right there. Sailing, what is up, man? Player WM86, Anoda and Figment, the Trek Reviewer, and Skullghoul, what is up, man? Hope you are doing well. Sean and A-Train, Jamma, everybody's here. Dark Hater Shack, Lumbo, Happy New Year to you. He's right there. That guy played Titan in Dark Presence. Great to see everybody in the stream chat. Thank you all so much. Tracy, Stephen Lucas, Sandman, Orlando, Duffman, what is up? Milestone Electronics, Happy New Year to you. It's crazy. 2023, done with that. 2024, first day of it is on a Monday. How awesome to be able to give something new, start the year out right. Similarly to how we often did things in 2023, always just running a little bit behind where we want to be, but with good reason. Working on many, many, many amazing things. Bullmaster, what is up, man? Thank you so much for everything. Sorry I missed you this week. Was busy down at the production offices, to say the least. I don't know why. Why do I have to look at my watch to tell me the date today when I should know it? Black Atlas, what is up? Richard, Happy New Year to you. Orlando, yes. We're streaming now on, what are we on? We're on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. So you can always catch us on anything now. More to come, right? More platforms in 2024. DJ, what is up? Happy New Year to you. Are you ready?
Are you ready for the Monday Mystery Game?
Hey everybody, this is Doc Mack from the Galloping Ghost Arcade out in Brookfield, Illinois. Today is Monday, January 1st, 2024, and we are here with yet another Monday Mystery Game, this time game number 964, starting out the new year right. Last week, closing out the year with a very, very rare game. Kaite Takara Sagashi, also known as Treasure Diver, released from KK Tokai and Namco back in 1980, only in Japan. And we somehow have managed to stumble upon a color version of it. Huge thanks to Brian Smolik and the one and only Ken Fedesna, who Ken donated this to the arcade for everybody to enjoy. Had not worked since probably 1980, and it is back up and running for everyone. It's great seeing everybody trying to figure out the nuances of this game. Obviously it's an early game. It's 1980, so having to come up with some unique ways so that people aren't just padding There's some very cool. We're trying a few things with the game to figure out how the scoring works 100%. So might have to update the scoring tracks in Arcade over time, but we will see. Great to see so many people trying to figure it out and come up with strategies. And I'm hearing people losing sleep at night trying to figure out the nuances of how to get the best run on it. So happy to have Kaitai Takara Sagashi here at the arcade. And what a great way to close out the year. We had Arcade Wars. That wrapped up. And like 2023, I won't be thinking about again. The game was Rainbow Island, and we did not win. And I think there's probably a score page somewhere. There it is. And let's look at those numbers. And that's enough. But that was last year. Nobody cares about last year at this point. Moving on with all the new stuff. Somebody new that we have to mention here. We have our newest member of Team GGA, Ray Garcia, right there.
Let's go.
Come on up, man. Welcome aboard. Thank you so much. You're coming in at a time. It is busy.
Let's go.
Oh, it has been ridiculous. Everyone's here for the holidays and stuff like that, and we're happy to see all of y'all. So for everyone who celebrates Christmas, Merry Christmas. Everyone, a Happy New Year. And hope to keep seeing y'all and keep having some fun playing some games. So thank you.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much. Make sure you say hello to him if you're coming into the arcade. Keep an eye out for him. It has been a crazy, crazy year. Went by extremely quickly, as they seem to be. That's the new constant. I vaguely remember last New Year's Day, but over the last year, we put up 53 new arcade games here at the arcade. Amazing to still have Monday Mystery going after all this time. Looking forward to another year, continuing to add new games every week. You haven't missed a Monday in over 8 years, and that will continue. New expansion on the horizon. We look at how many new things are coming up and how many things that we've accomplished in the last year. So many great events that we've run. The unveiling of the horizontal Cuber cubes. A lot of milestone or Gottlieb stuff. Horizontal Cuber cubes and the recent Cabaret, Mad Planets, and Cubert. We had that T20, the anniversary week. 20 new games unveiled there. That was a lot of fun. A lot of prototypes and unreleased stuff showing up. We've got rolling into the new year. We got our new box truck, which gotta take that down to not only Galloping Ghost Garage, but Galloping Ghost Reproductions, get some artwork on it, but going to allow us to pick up even more games, clear out those warehouses that we find. So looking forward to that. Big things planned for this year. Can expect a lot more games coming, a lot more expansions. We have the Canton expansion coming up. Got some surprises with that. We've got the goal this year is to really get focused on getting the second and third floor underway. The architects are already working on it. So the next year, this year, going to be extremely big. Got a lot of plans. So excited for it. Thank you, everybody that has shown so much support. Thank you. Thank you. Absolutely amazing seeing everybody come in. Great talk with everybody. This last week, we got guys like Bullmaster coming out. I've been talked to Todd and Fat Chris and Bad News to Cruz and Ken Spuck is here. Thank you, everybody. So many people. All the regulars that are here so often. King and Mini Beach, Jimbo Slice. Everybody's showing up. It means so much to us and really keeps us motivated to keep adding more and more and more. So we thank everybody that has supported this place, and 2024 is going to be pretty crazy. So looking forward to it. We've got big arcade news coming up fairly soon, too. excited for that. That will hopefully, potentially, possibly, maybe have a big impact on the scoring scene, especially not only here but everywhere. We're trying to really grow other arcades and help them bring more people in the scoring scene. So looking forward to that. Again, big year coming up. Closing out the year, I'm sure we've had so many people here. We had a tremendous December, record December as far as attendance. And whenever we're talking, whenever there's that many people coming out, always some new scores going in. So to talk about some scores, let's summon forth the greatest Mortal Kombat 9 smoke player of all time, Mr. GGA Tommy Waffles.
Hello.
And Tom, how are the scores?
I can actually hear myself now. Am I too loud, chat? How's the mic? How's the mic? Pretty good. Kind of on the light side. That's expected. Obviously, busy holiday weekend, or a week, I should say. Everyone's kind of out and about doing things with the fam. But this one person wasn't doing light work. He was doing some pretty heavy lifting this week. It's Andrew Iwasco, your former Game of the Year, second two-time Gamer of the Year, coming at you guys with 4 house highs, naturally, of course, couple world records. We got a world record in Arbalester, vertical shmup, that was released Monday a few weeks ago. And we have a new house high in Snacks in Jackson, returning to that game. Awesome Bally Sensi game. If you guys haven't checked it out, right next to Chicken Shift, another amazing game you should check out. House high / world record in the new track we've created for Treasure Diver. I mean, just like Doc said, and we're seeing some insane action. I personally think it's a pretty fun game. It's I love the research that's been going into it. Like Doc said, like there's kind of like, I don't know if you guys saw in the preview, but there's like 5 treasures at the bottom, and one of them can kill you, which is just hilarious. So there's a certain level of gambling going on if you're not too familiar with the game. You know, maybe in a year or so that'll change, but it's awesome. And then a house high and Lock and Chase, another classic game that's been getting a lot of love. So we can kind of see where these guys' favorites lie in that classic genre. You know, always very, very popular game type to be released here at the Galloping Ghost Arcade. That's
all right. Pretty good, pretty good. I'm anxious to try some Ghost Lord tech on Kaitai Takara Sakashi.
You were telling me.
If I was designing that game back in 1980, I know how I would handle that magic pot of death. And I'm wondering if it's how they did it.
That'd be crazy. That would be truly a testament to your game development mind and skill set. So that'd be crazy if you get that one.
It is the goal for 2024 to figure that out, and very quickly at that.
I mean, at the rate the guys are playing it, it's inevitable. You know, I'm not saying how fast it'll be discovered because it is inevitable.
We shall see. Tom, how was the weekend?
The weekend was awesome. Insanely busy. This past week has been absolutely crazy. Obviously, shout out to everyone holding down the front. Josh, David, Rich, Ray, myself, Nick, and Shady have been. I'm sorry, myself, Phil, and Shady. Nick too. Nick was doing. He's doing pinball today.
He is down there at pinball right now.
Shout out to Nick Edgerton. But yeah, it was really, really busy week. Thank you for everyone joining us yesterday. I saw a few familiar faces celebrating the New Year's Eve with us. We did a nice little countdown up front, and a later night than usual for Sunday, just kind of bringing the New Year. So thanks for celebrating with us. And yeah, just pretty, I can't say chill because it was so insane on Saturday. Like, it was absolutely so insane. But thanks for coming out, everyone. Let's have a good New Year.
I am so excited for this upcoming year and all the stuff. And again, people wonder, I haven't heard so much. Why aren't there more streams? Why isn't there this? Why isn't there that? And that's just kind of, it's all welling up behind the scenes.
There's some talks.
Big things, big things. Do you think this is going to give them any kind of indication of how this year is going to go? This game right here, number 964, as we creep ever closer to game number 1000.
I think it's going to set a pretty good precedent for the stuff coming up.
All right, I'm excited for this one. Is anybody going to guess it? No chance?
Never,
we looking
no
at the big
chance.
board? Yeah, there is literally no chance. Your Monday mystery game. I just heard somebody throw out a T20 game. Maybe. Wouldn't that be a treat to get one of the T20 games that that only the select few players had been treated to get a chance to play? All right. Is it a T20 game? Would we be... All right. Hold on. Who tarped this? It's all good? Are we taking this off with some gusto this year? Kicking off the new year right? Seeing KG Kai locked and loaded. Melty Blood. Prep my side? Oh, no. I saw it being tarped, and I was like, I don't know about that tarp. All right, your Monday mystery game, the first of 2024, is none other than Bandit. Unreleased prototype from Data East. Didn't come out back in 1989. But this was such an interesting game. So I'm going to venture nobody here has played this. I see Bad News to Cruise saying, as seen in, Lord BBH knows. Bad News to Cruise says never saw this game. Few have. Lord BBH pointing out, hey, it's the game from RoboCop 2. Amazing. Somebody posted a picture, a screenshot of the movie RoboCop 2, and was like, look at this cabinet. What could this cabinet be? And it had a picture of the United States on it, a map, and it was a still frame, because I instantly went to the movie and had to figure out what was in this shot. What can give us an idea to what this game is? Rounded top, which screams Data East. Data East put out RoboCop, had the license. Every game in the arcade was a Data East game. So it made sense. To me, the control panel looked a lot, and the cabinet looked a lot like Road Riot. So because of this Facebook post, I started looking at Road Riot, and I speculated. I'm like, that cabinet, maybe it's a converted Data East sides or centerpiece so it has the rounded front, but maybe it's a Road Riot something. And then I was looking at Road Riot, and I was like, we should have Road Riot. Went out, picked up a Road Riot. So that post on Facebook led us to get Road Riot. Upon a little bit further documentation and studying and talking with some people, it led me to look down and try to find out other Data East games. And I found somebody who works on our out-of-house tech, Phil Bennett. Phenomenal tech who has fixed our Darius board. He worked on our Night Slashers board. Amazingly talented tech. A master tech, if you will. And he was filling us in on this a little bit. And everything lined up. And now here it is. It was quite a bit of work. The board itself, it's a known board that's out there. Backed up on MAME. So we made the chips, built the board up. But even on MAME, there's a lot of problems with the controls. So we went and tried to figure them out. Master Tech Doug Fox couldn't determine whether it was a potentiometer or a opto. We landed on it's an opto. Little bit of testing. We had the wrong optos. It wasn't controlling right. Once we found the right optos, Brandon, lead artist down at Galloping Ghost Productions, it all fell on his shoulders to could he make a properly sized opto to make the controls work and the pedal work. This is a lot of hardware stuff. It needs a very, very specific amount of gears and teeth to make this all work properly. And we had the board running within a day of finding the game. But getting the controls working took maybe 2 weeks. And a huge thanks to Brandon. Amazing, amazing engineering work to get this up and running for everybody to enjoy. And unreleased prototype, could not have done it without Brandon. And huge thanks to Doug and Phil Bennett. And this game that its only real existence is known from RoboCop 2, and he still picture it that. Now is here for everybody to enjoy moving forward in 2024. We'll do a full write-up on this and show everything, and amazing story on this, and hope everybody enjoys it. It's unreleased prototype, and easily the only place you'll ever play it here in the U.S. I believe the original board is now in a private collection, I want to say out in Japan, if I'm not mistaken. Well, let's see, who's stepping up first? King stepping up first for the inaugural play on Bandit. And he's got the Hardcore Championship. Pretty awesome. I'm not even asking. I don't need to ask if you've played it. I know you haven't played this. I know you haven't seen it. Have you seen RoboCop 2? You have, so you have seen it. It was in RoboCop 2. No, he's going. Up. Hold on 1 second. Up. Hold on 1 second. Oh, no. Let me check and see if that is connected. Top. Hold on 1 second here.
I'd buy that for $1.
Let's do a little reset here. Quick reset to see if that gets everything running. Hold on 1 second here. Gonna need 1 second. One of the internal things is having an issue, so hold on. Bear with us for a moment. One of the problems with hold on 1 second. Sorry, everybody. Should have given it that test playthrough beforehand. Brandon already on the way down. We'll get him here real quick. Hold on 1 second.
Testing 1, 2. Just need to do some real quick adjustments here.
I will prove to the
No, no, no. These things just happen, guys. No, no biggie, no biggie. Switching up the camera here as well, guys. Give us 1 sec.
All right, a slight technical difficulty. But as always, nothing stops a Monday mystery game. So there's the bar at the upper left corner, and you have to complete that bar, make it all green before the clock runs out. Otherwise, you're captured. It's good. It's a tough run. It's tough. It's tough. Then you're able to select a secondary weapon. The enemies are coming in quick. Oh, you had it. Keep going.
Get this car running.
There it is. Oh, it's... All right, let's see. Brandon is here. Let's have him jump in real quick. Let him jump in 1 second. Fix this slight technical difficulty. Brandon is here. Brandon is gonna get it back up and running. Just take a minute. If you look at the control yoke in the RoboCop image, are we able to pull that RoboCop image up? So you can see it's got a Ghostbusters marquee on it. The game not even far enough along in development where they made a marquee for it. But the front of the cabinet, coin door is on the left side, kind of very similar to Road Riot. And that controlling unit, the steering yoke, never seen anything like that before. A few similar games, I think, but nothing particularly with that. And it did take probably one of the most interesting things. There is a digital and an analog version of controls. So you can play this. They tested it where you can use joystick and buttons. Up and down was gas and brake. And then this is the custom unit that Brandon designed, which is the pedal. Slight issue on that with how the returning it to 0 on press and release. So that cable got a little jammed up when it was brought down. So Brandon just resetting that, and then we'll be running again. The inside of the controlling unit, we actually used the steering unit from a Road Riot cabinet. And again, Brandon had to come up with a new steering gear mech. You can see where it needs several turns, so he had to make smaller gears so it would spin more with less of a turn radius. So some excellent engineering done by Brandon to make this all work. Here you can see the 3D modeling of it, which was then 3D printed. So there's many iterations. Brandon here on New Year's Eve day, New Year's Eve day, working on this, getting it ready. Had it all tested and running beforehand, but the fun of moving cabinets, you never know what's going to happen when they land. That giant opto wheel right there. Most opto wheels for trackballs and such, much smaller. That closer to the size of something used in a game like Two Tigers or the spinner on Tron. But Brandon custom designed it to make sure that it would work well with this game. You could see how well the steering was working. Pedal works as good as long as it's not compromised. Again, all this coming from a Facebook post. Do you remember, Waffles, do you remember who made that Facebook post?
No.
Nor do I.
The amount of likes and interaction this post got was you'd never see that on production's page. 1.2K likes and hundreds of thousands of impressions.
51 shares, very impressive. Just over speculating of a cabinet. And it was something, I'd seen the name of the game before, but never really delved into what was going on with it. But how crazy and quick that it happened to, just from that post, 2 new games here at the Galloping Ghost Arcade, one being Atari's Road Riot, which was much enjoyed, and then now Bandit, unreleased prototype, not released from Data East back in 1989. the artwork for the marquee. Again, when you finish a game, crime doesn't pay, pops up. We opted to go with the, this cabinet was originally our Valkyrie no Densetsu cabinet, which we swapped with a different cabinet. We had another cabinet that we picked up recently out in Indiana, which now we have down at the production offices. We got to bring that back down to the arcade floor. And swap this cabinet out because it was perfect for Bandit, unreleased prototype from Data East back in 1989. Very much like Spy Hunter, but I would say even faster pace. The larger size of the car gives you very little reaction time. And then saying I love that marquee artwork. So that is a screen capture from the game of the main Bandit. Brandon just rerunning the cable. Should have it back up in about less than 5 minutes. If you don't make it the full distance by the end of the timer, you get taken in by the police. You can see there, if you shoot the military vehicles, you can pick up other special weapons, such as the flamethrower. Stephen Luke is asking, where's the gas pedal? Brandon just removed it from the cabinet to do some work on it. You know, one of the most fun things is tracking down these outrageously rare unreleased prototypes. We've got so many rare, obscure prototypes here at the arcade. Bandit joining the likes of that. Scott, Happy New Year to you. Blazeman, what is up? Very tough game, to say the least. It definitely has those Spy Hunter vibes. You also have, not only do you have the machine guns in the front, but then missiles. Those thumb buttons, the right one is machine gun, left one is missiles, or whatever secondary weapon you have. Could be flamethrower. I picked up these mines that you drop on the side of the car. Orlando, plenty of prototypes still out there. I saw somebody was mentioning Kung Fu Master 2, Beyond Kung Fu. Plenty of things that we still have in the vaults. Plenty of things that we're still trying to acquire. But that's really the whole thing behind the arcade, is to get these rare, obscure games and put them out where people can enjoy them. There was a KLOV luncheon this last week that we got to attend. Definitely a lot of fun talking with so many great collectors out there, and we've had help from so many people within the scene that help us get these great rare games. We've been able to bring in unreleased prototypes for games like Trog, International Team Laser, RC Squared. We've got unreleased prototype versions of Narc. We've got unreleased prototype versions of Primal Rage. Then Primal Rage 2, Vicious Circle, Hammer Away. Another great game that Sage Master saying you have so many. We do. We really have quite the collection of unreleased prototypes. Argus and Arena. Waffles, can you name any other prototypes that jump to mind? Chimera Beast? Oh, that was a outrageously difficult one to get in here. Hammer Away, I mentioned. Beavis and Butthead. Freeze the Cat. That was another board, an Atari board that we picked up from Mike Vinicor. And then somebody generously donated an original cabinet. It was originally going to be called Freeze the Cat. The back of the cabinet says Freeze the Cat. The title screen says Freeze. Real Hammer Billy Lee pointing out Judge Dredd. That's another phenomenal one. Mad Motor. Chicago 1929. We got that from Jason Wilson out in Tennessee, Game Galaxy. Narc with the unreleased prototype level. Brandon thinks he has it. Yeah, Bullmaster saying Desert Breaker. There's Bullet and Desert Breaker. Both games that it's not even sure if they were released or not. Ribbit was another one, unreleased prototype. Tattoo Assassins, that's another one. Faster, harder, more challenging, Cubert. Screw Loose, that's another one. Jimbo Slice asking what's going on at the moment. We're waiting for Brandon to finish reinstalling this pedal. A lot of people here at the arcade. Technically, Kaitai Takara Sakashi, the version that we have, I believe, is an unreleased prototype. Dekaiju no Gaikushuyu, I believe, was actually released, but in very limited numbers. Strong prototype Quake. Quite a few. If you go on Arcade, you can look up how many machines are. Sky Cursor was actually released. Inferno. Inferno was definitely very, very low numbers. Technically, Spectrophiles did get released, so that's no longer a prototype.
Oh, RC Squared?
RC Squared, I mentioned. So many great companies. So awesome to see games that were in the works. Lord BBH, how far are you getting in this game? All right. Milestone Electronics, thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next time, man. We should be back up and running momentarily. Bravo, unreleased prototype, Bandit. Supposed to come out from Data East back in 1989. It's here from a post on our Facebook page. Waffle's now playing it. Again, huge thanks to Brandon. Putting in that engineering work, making it all work. Very impressive. Bandit is running. Still brought down by the police. This ending scene right here, this continue screen, instantly a favorite. It's up there with Ninja Gaiden and Final Fight, Dragon's Lair. Pretty happy with that. With that ending screen. Thank you, man. Very impressive. You want to jump in? Yeah. Let him give it a reset, and then you'll be good to go. Figment, you are correct. This predates Grand Theft Auto, where you are playing the criminal. Bad news, you have to get past that point before the police block you in. Again, this is on MAME, but the controls aren't really working, so this is pretty much the only place that you can play it. I believe the board was probably removed from the cabinet. And if that's the case, this would probably be the only playable one in the world, I would imagine. But that's speculation. I say that with a grain of, who knows if that's true. Just one of those things. But you can clip that and make it sound like I'm saying it's the only one, the only running one in the world. If you wanted to clip that just right, you could get me saying that this is the only one playable in the world. I don't know if that guy at that weapon screen looks a little bit like Lumbo, but not. I would almost say that Lumbo has a better haircut. I'll give him that. I'll give Lumbo that better haircut. Lumbo, star of many games such as Dark Presence, Line of Fire, made that appearance in Willow, and now Bandit. was in Fire Truck as well. And Growl. Figment correcting me. He was also in Growl. Bandit saying, I have a question. Do you replace the Japanese parts in Japanese arcade games with American parts, or do you keep them the original? Depends really on the game. If we just get the board, then we build it up in a cabinet. But a game like Darius Burst EX Another Chronicle, that's all original Sanwa components. Sometimes we build them up with Sanwa components. Really just depends on the game. Orlando says that character looks like a bit like the guy on Goonies. We're back in action, watching unreleased prototype Bandit, not released from Data East back in 1989. Marcus, Happy New Year to you. What'd you think?
Yeah, I like it. I need to rewatch RoboCop 2 after you brought up that this is for RoboCop 2. I do not remember that.
It was only in there for half a second,
Yeah.
so. But, do you like it?
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, it's really fun. It's my first time seeing the Monday Mystery in person. I usually just watch online, but I was really fun just seeing it and being here for it.
Awesome.
My tag on Twitch, Main Man Guts. I stream drumming sometimes. Yeah, 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 man.
Very cool, man. Very nice meeting you. Thanks so much. We'll look for you in the stream. Main Man Guts. All right, Waffles stepping back up.
This game is impossible.
I've reached. Waffles. Sharp turning. For those that have played Mad Motor, less is more on those turns. You definitely don't want them to slow you down like that. You've got such a tight window of time. Racing the clock. Some Ghost Lord tech. I'm usually throwing out a missile every now and then just to clear the path in front of me. That's the left trigger. Left trigger is missile, right trigger is machine guns. He does it. Jumping General, Happy New Year to you. The laser cannon. I haven't picked up the laser cannon yet. It looks like it just evaporates whoever's in front of you. 30 seconds on the clock. He needs a pretty clean run to get there. Maybe it's doable. Oh, it's going to be close. No. A great run. Stepping up is Lumbo, the one and only. He's heavy on those pedals. Lead foot Lumbo stepping up. When did you get your first speeding ticket?
I was 18.
He was 18. I remember a story of Lumbo, a 13-year-old Lumbo, stealing a car, getting a ticket. Let him off with a ticket. He had 13 years old. Lumbo had full beard and mustache. Lumbo tearing it up. Oh, no. They got him. What'd you think?
I don't know. Maybe I'll give another play.
All right. All right, we're going to wrap it up with that. We're going to send everybody over to Arcus. Tell them what you've seen here. Tell them we say hello. Tell them that you just saw some playthrough of Bandit, unreleased prototype from Data East that didn't come out in 1989. Only place you can play it at here at the Galloping Ghost Arcade, largest arcade in the world. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Hope everybody has a great start to the new year. Happy New Year, everybody. Elser and Tracy, Hater Shack, Sage, Jambi, and Big Bang, A-Train. Thank you all so much. Jumping General. Jumping General asks how many games in your own collection. Anything is here at the arcade. I have no games at home. They're all here. Outrageously rare. Bandit. Probably the only one in existence in a cabinet. Ex Mortis, thank you. Rehab Submarine, thank you all so much. Let us know what you think of Bandit next time you're out. Until then, thanks everybody to the Stack Mac from the Galloping Ghost Arcade. We'll see you around the arcade soon. Thanks a lot, everybody. Have a great new year.